Hey, what do you say we sing a driving song?
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the funniest and most impressive songs featured on Family Guy. For this list, we'll be looking at both original numbers and covers of other popular hits.
Damn it, Griffin! I said no showboating!
This calls for a victory tune.
Number 20, The Rose.
Some say love, it is a river.
If there's one thing this show excels at, it's niche references. Originally sung by Bette Midler in a film of the same name, Family Guy somehow took the ballad and added a fun spin to it. After suggesting they sing some driving music, Peter immediately breaks into song.
Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed.
Before long, the family joined in, adding surprisingly haunting harmonies and a dramatic flair. It's hard not to feel a little moved by the sheer passion coming from the Griffins.
When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long.
Once the cover is finished, they immediately cut the serious moment by acting as though they were recording it themselves, and even referred to a sound engineer on their hood. The witty, absurdist ending recentered the comedy and was a perfect payoff to the bits.
Okay, that was good. That was good. Chris, I think you were a little early at the start of bar 4. I don't know, how'd that sound from your end?
Sounded great out here. You want another?
No, if that works for you, we're fine.
Number 19, Gotta Give Up the Toad.
As if you used Toad, then I'm telling you, you can kiss your life goodbye.
A good lesson and a hilarious song? Sign us up. After Quahog is overcome with psychedelic spiked toads, Peter goes undercover at James Woods High to convince the students not to partake. How does he do this? By launching into a Grease-inspired bop about the dangers of the drug. Soon, the other students can't help but join in, creating a fun group number.
Gotta give it up.
Give up the toe now!
It's no joke, buddy, give it up.
Filled to the brim with comical lines and slightly sensationalized side effects, it showcased the writer's chops for comical songwriting. It served as both a PSA and a playful homage to an iconic film.
Toad is what Lando forbids. Gotta give it all up.
It also proved early on that they weren't afraid to tackle important issues like underage drug use in the funniest and most ludicrous way possible.
I'm no fool. Lando's cool. Yeah!
Number 18, Can't Touch Me.
Can't touch me. Can't touch me.
The program took us back to the early 90s with this rendition of MC Hammer's iconic hits. After realizing his house is technically on sovereign land, Peter immediately lets his newfound immunity get to his head. He displays this new disregard for the law in this parody, where he lists off the crimes he can get away with. What makes it even better is when he breaks the fourth wall to say that the rapper can't sue him due to his indemnity.
I've got diplomatic immunity, so Hammer, you can't sue. I can write graffiti, even jaywalk in the street. I can riot, loot, not give a hoot.
It's all topped off with a classic quip reminding viewers that despite his new leadership role, he's still the exact same guy. It was a fun reference that also helped develop the plot, making it a win-win for the story and the fans.
I've been around the world, from Hartford to Back Bay. It's Peter, go Peter, I'm Peter, yo Peter, let's see Regis rap this way. Can't touch me.
Number 17, Ear Rock Lobster.
And butter sauce.
Absurdist humor is this show's bread and butter. Several jokes make you wonder just how the writers conceptualized them, and this is one of the best examples. Parodying Rock Lobster, Peter sings a new rendition about one from Iraq.
Don't boil me. I'm still alive.
Simultaneously stupid and genius, multiple lines are laugh-out-loud funny. The turban-clad crustacean dancing along to the guitar is the cherry on top. The moment also provided a much-needed moment of levity in what's considered to be their most tragic installment. While the inclusion of a silly moment during the highly emotional story was risky, it ended up being exactly what the audience needed. It served as an oasis amongst the darker plot.
You rock, Lobster!
Number 16. Come On Home. In an episode primarily set in South Korea, it only makes sense that they would include an impromptu K-pop performance, combining the key elements of the genre, such as the intense choreography and the dynamic instrumentals. It ended up being a near-perfect representation.
Come on home. Quahog is your home, boy.
It's sung by the gang as they desperately try to convince Quagmire to return to America with them. While the music itself is catchy, it's the visuals that stand out. There's something new to notice every time, making it perfect for endless rewatches. They even included a reprise at the very end that helped close out the story on a high note. After this, we hope they'll continue to experiment and step outside their comfort zone.
So buddy, please run, don't jog, and come on home. Quahog is your home, boy.
Number 15. This Old Town.
This old town, this old crumbling village.
While Meg-centered stories used to be the most hated, the modern seasons have proved that she has plenty of comedic potential. This is most evident in the arc where she temporarily moved to Russia. The subplot opens with a reference to Beauty and the Beast, where the teenager croons about the village and its quirks.
Though the air is bitter cold and I'm constantly patrolled, I've never felt so much at home.
While she is celebrated in the song, it still playfully pokes fun at her. This helped create the perfect dichotomy between her past role as an emotional lightning rod and her new developments as an independent young woman.
There goes that Meg, she is so dense and sturdy, pumped out for winter like a sea.
The juxtaposition of the light Disney music with the dreary visuals was perfectly executed. It allowed her to have her main character moment while still maintaining her quirks.
What more can I ask for?
Number 14. This house is frickin' sweet.
We'll stop Jehovah's at the gate.
Can I see that pamphlet, sir?
My God, this house is freaking sweet.
While the show had featured shorter original songs in the first season, this number at the beginning of the second was the first full-length one to be featured. It immediately set the bar high, with clever visual gags and hysterical lyrics about the lengths the staff would go to serve the family. It's a grandiose and ambitious scene that showcased the series' potential early on.
We'll do your nails and rub your feet.
Oh, that's not necessary. Oh, my.
We'll do your homework every night.
It's really hard.
That's why we got that Stephen Hawking guy.
The musical theater-inspired bop had a little something for everybody. Pop culture references, witty lines, and a genuinely impressive instrumental. The fanfare of the piece being cut with deadpan humor afterward was the perfect ending. Without it, we may not have gotten some of our favorite Family Guy performances. And so, it deserves nothing but respect.
My God, this house is
Freaking sweet. Welcome.
Number 13. My Drunken Irish Dad.
Oh, he doesn't smell like Irish Spring and he never taught me anything. But still I slap my chest and sing of my drunken Irish dad.
This has it all. An addictive and culturally accurate instrumental, clever lyrics, and undeniably fun energy. After traveling to Ireland to meet his biological father, Peter bonds with him the only way he can, by drinking. What follows is a track that shows exactly where he gets his personality from. It's hard not to dance along with the other patrons as they sing Irish surnames with perfect rhythm.
Doughty, Mulrooney, and Cotter and Clooney all feel the same mixture of pride and of shame. Finnegan, Hannigan, Kelly, and Flanagan look to the ground when their dad passes by.
The inclusion of Brian's sheep doppelganger was a clever detail that added a fun visual component. It's no wonder that it ended up being nominated for the highest honor in the art form, an Emmy for outstanding music and lyrics. While it didn't win, there's no doubt that it's one of the most memorable in the show's catalog.
'Cause we're all the spawn of a pickled sperm. And we don't tan well either. From a drunken Irish dad.
Number 12. Road to Rhode Island.
We're off on the road to Rhode Island. We're having the time of our lives.
This is the piece that kicked off a time-honored tradition. It appears in the very first Road 2 episode and has become one of the most beloved songs from the show's original era. While traveling home by train, Brian and Stewie reminisce on their tumultuous trip before breaking into a jazzy performance, complete with costumes. It was the first true development of the characters' friendship and featured their acerbic wit and playful insults towards one another.
I'm with an intellectual who craps inside his pants.
How dare you? At least I don't leave urine stains on all the household plants.
Oh, P-Joe.
There are meta moments sprinkled throughout about their older references and disregard for censorship, adding another humorous level to the production. It's full of the funny elements that made the program so beloved in the first place, and it holds a place in the hearts of fans everywhere.
We're Rhode Island bound.
Number 11. Pop-Tart.
Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so frickin' good.
Who would have thought that Peter and Quagmire would make the perfect musical duo? Into Harmony's Way provided several bona fide bangers in just 20 minutes. Silly ditties like Everyone from Florida is Stupid were a constant delight.
Everyone from Florida is stupid.
Even the songs during the group's decline, like Parents Are Gross, were the perfect combination of amusing and edgy.
Parents are gross, parents are gross.
However, Pop-Tart is undoubtedly the standout hit in their fictional discography. The catchy tune and lyrics are an instant earworm, and it's hard not to get it stuck in your head. The fact that it's Seth MacFarlane harmonizing with himself only makes it all the more impressive. With hits like this, it's a shame that they broke up before the episode even ended.
Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so frickin' good. Yeah, have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should.
Pop-Tart!
Number 10. Surfin' Bird.
Oh my God, this is Surfin' Bird by the Trashmen. This is my favorite song of all time.
This is proof that you never know what's going to resonate with fans. It made its first appearance in Season 7, where Peter rediscovered his love for it and began playing it non-stop. It eventually culminated in the record being destroyed. You'd think this would mark the end of the song in the series, but its inclusion has actually gone on to become one of their most beloved running jokes. They managed to incorporate it in unique ways, even including new variations of the dance.
Wait a minute, didn't we destroy that? I glued it. Surfin' Bird, finds a way.
It's quickly become one of the staples of the program, and everyone from casual viewers to hardcore enthusiasts can't help but laugh along. It's a timeless reference that we hope doesn't go away anytime soon. Number 9. Mr. Booze.
Mr. Booze. Mr. Booze. Mr. Booze. Mr. B-double-O-Z.
That sure spells booze.
When Peter and Brian convince their fellow Alcoholics Anonymous members to start drinking in secret again, the group is surprisingly well prepared. When the police come a-knockin', they launch into a revival-style musical number railing against the dangers of alcohol.
Mr. Booze, Mr. B-double-O-Z, he don't ever choose.
Besides being a toe-tappingly catchy song, the whole sequence is a loving tribute to a near-identical one from the classic Rat Pack film, Robin and the Seven Hoods, in which bootleggers pull a similar stunt to avoid suspicion from the authorities.
Mr. Booze, Mr. Booze, Mr. B-double-O-Z, he don't ever choose.
This may be the first entry on our list to demonstrate the show's love of older cinema, but it won't be the last.
Mr. Booze, Mr. Booze, Mr. B-double-O-Z, he don't ever choose.
Number 8. Vasectomy.
Let these guys explain.
A vasectomy's a medical procedure, one that makes you half a man. You're half a man.
After Peter expresses his unfamiliarity with what a vasectomy is, Brian calls in a barbershop quartet that was apparently waiting just outside the door to explain it to him. Sung to the tune of Goodbye My Coney Island Baby, vasectomy alternates between a detailed medical explanation on how it's done and an explanation on how the procedure somehow diminishes one's manhood.
Then you snip the fibrous tissue.
The song also goes on a significant tangent, with the quartet suggesting that Peter could have an affair and disparaging sexual harassment seminars, all in perfect unison.
Well, I guess that's the definition of the word irony.
Family Guy tends to run jokes into the ground in very amusing ways, and this was a perfect example of that.
Say goodbye to manhood. Say goodbye to babies. Say goodbye to kids like Meg.
Vacuum out your sack.
Number 7. Christmas Time is Killing Us.
Each bell would peal with a silvery zeal as the holiday feeling was killing us.
Upon arriving at the North Pole, Stewie and Brian discover that Santa Claus and his elves are strung out and overworked from their grueling schedule. St. Nick and company then deliver an incredibly grim and dour song in which they reveal the less than jolly side of the Christmas season.
Each model train only heightens the pain of the workload that's draining and drilling us.
While we were tempted to include the other Christmas-themed song from the episode, All I Really Want for Christmas, ultimately, we had to go with this Grammy-nominated tune for its more memorable, darker tone.
Because Christmas time is killing us. Killing us! Christmas time is killing us.
Number 6. I Need a Jew.
Nothing else has worked so far, so I'll wish upon a star.
When Peter is in need of financial advice, he sings about his wish to have someone, namely a stereotypical Jewish person, help him sort out his money, and a number satirizing When You Wish Upon a Star. Besides being offensive, if rather funny, I Need a Jew got the show in hot water in the form of a lawsuit. But not for the reason you'd think.
I need a Jew.
The Bourne Company, who owns the rights to When You Wish Upon a Star, filed the suit, claiming that the lyrics damaged the original's integrity and infringed upon copyright. However, parody falls within fair use, so Family Guy won the case. So this outrageous song continues to run in syndication.
I need a Jew.
Number 5. It's a Wonderful Day for Pie.
It's a wonderful day for pie. You can ask all the birds in the sky.
The multiverse is full of musical possibilities, which Brian and Stewie discover on their journey through alternate realities. In one such locale, the duo encounters a version of their family that spontaneously bursts into a song about pie in a musical moment inspired by Disney.
It's a wonderful day for pie, and it smells a lot better than I.
Accompanied by visuals like the anthropomorphic animals and objects, It's a Wonderful Day for Pie pokes fun at the typical Disney musical style. But it's just as catchy, enchanting, and enthralling as the material it lampoons.
It's a wonderful, wonderful day for pie.
Number 4. You Have AIDS.
You have AIDS?
Yes, you have AIDS.
I hate to tell you, boy, that you have AIDS.
It must have taken a special kind of demented genius to come up with this cutaway song gag. After Peter claims to be good at delivering bad news, the scene cuts to him leading a barbershop quartet that's serenading a poor AIDS patient about the fact he has the terrible, incurable disease.
Be sure that you see that this is not HIV.
The song is catchy, upbeat, and in the worst possible taste, which caused several AIDS support organizations to protest it. However, the fact that the song is so ironically thoughtless is what makes it so effectively cringeworthy and hilarious.
You've got the AIDS.
Number 3. Bag of Weed.
Now everybody gather round and listen if you would, when I tell you every person needs a way of feeling good.
Brian's attempts to get people excited to legalize marijuana at a park go strangely unheard. So Stewie offers to spice up his presentation with an improvised musical number. What follows is a cheerful and incredibly catchy song, backed by a marching band and accompanied by creative choreography and fancy footwork.
A bag of weed, oh, everything is better with a bag of weed.
In yet another example of Family Guy using a tune from film, A Bag of Weed is based on the song Me Ol' Bamboo from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh, me old bamboo, me old bamboo, you better never bother with me old bamboo.
This countercultural melody blazes its own unique trail, though.
You're a happy guy when you plant the seed, because everything is better with a bag of weed.
Number 2, Shipoopy.
Now, a woman who'll kiss on the very first date is usually a hussy, and a woman who'll kiss on the second time out is anything but fussy. But a woman who'll wait till the third time around, head in the clouds, feet on the ground, she's the girl he's glad he's found, she's his Shipoopy.
When Peter joins the New England Patriots football team, he shows off a bit after making a touchdown. On one occasion, however, he manages to take it to another level entirely, launching into a rendition of Shipoopy, a song from the classic musical The Music Man.
Head in the clouds, feet on the ground. She's the girl he's glad he's found. She's his Shipoopy.
He is readily joined not only by the other players, but also the audience, referees, band, and even viewers watching on TV in an elaborate, utterly spontaneous extravaganza of song and dance.
Shipoopy, Shipoopy, Shipoopy,
the girl who's hard to get.
This is one high-stepping, show-stopping, unforgettable moment in the show's history that we still can't get out of our heads.
You can't win her yet. Shipoopy.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, the FCC song.
They will clean up all your talking in a manner such as this.
They will make you take a tinkle when you want to take a piss.
After Peter creates his own TV station, Lois calls in the FCC to censor him when his programming gets a bit too risque. However, Peter is ready with a rebuttal and launches into this song, which is set to the tune of Volunteer Fireman's Picnic from the stage musical Take Me Along.
Here's the plain situation. There's no negotiation with the fellas at the freaking FCC.
Peter, accompanied by Stewie and Brian, sings about America's Censorship Bureau and their draconian attempts to enforce decency upon television, complete with clips of the many times Family Guy has given decency the finger. With its infectious melody and funny visuals, this song is a hit with everyone, even the FCC itself, who, unfortunately, hasn't taken the hint.
Mr. Griffin, that was terrific. But I'm here to tell you that as of today, PTV is officially shut down.
What song from Family Guy do you think is the most clever? Let us know in the comments below.
Peter, will you give that song a rest? You've been playing it ever since we got home.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.